Hi friends, welcome to my channel. For those of you that are new here, my name is Caitlin and I like to do eyeshadow palette ranking and review videos, and I just realized that this video is not that. Doing something a little bit different, but I gotta say this Haus Labs launch, maybe it's because I experienced FOMO from not jumping on the Half Magic beauty launch, but this Haus Labs launch was intrigued and I went in on buying some products to try for you guys. But anyways, that's I just was interested in this, so I guess we can still count it as a review. It's just not necessarily an eyeshadow palette review. Anyways, for those of you that are not new here, I guess I'm happy that you are seeing it again. And yeah, I just explained what the video is already. So if you are interested in seeing me try out a lot of products from the Haus Labs Rebrand launch, then you should keep watching. And if you're interested in makeup content, you should definitely hit that subscribe button because I bring that to you. So anyways, let's go ahead and get on into it. So I bought a lot of stuff. I think for the purposes of moving things along, I'm just going to talk about the products as we kind of use them. So first I'm going to get into the high power pigment paints because I think that's what we're going to start with on the eyes. And I kept all of the boxes because I did purchase this from Sephora, fully prepared to return anything that I do not like. So let me grab these boxes. Doubt any of these boxes say anything different. Let me start off this video by saying I had $300 in Sephora gift cards that were used for this moment. So that is why I purchased as many things as I did. But I got 8 high power pigment paints. And then I was sad to discover that 4 of them specifically say do not use on the eyes, which I was like, this was kind of the main purpose of me buying these. But anyways, these 4 all say do not use on the eyes. It says it on the box, it doesn't say it on the packaging. So, and it says it like, I don't know if you'll be able to read it, but it says it in like capital letters down here in both English and French. 12-month open container. And I am assuming, because I believe these are vegan, don't quote me on that, but I'm assuming it's related to potential for staining. I did swatch all 8 high power pigment paints on my arm yesterday, and then I actually left them on while I took a nap, and they did not move or transfer, which I was impressed with. But I didn't have any reaction to any of them. There was some staining with these 3, the red, blue, and orange, but honestly it wasn't any worse than like eyeshadow palettes I've used. Like, it was very minimal staining. This one, I still can tell where I swatched this one on my arm a little bit, it is still stained, but I've had eyeshadow palettes that have stained that bad. So I am going to make the personal choice to use these on my eyes. I may regret that choice, and if I do, I will let you guys know. But that being said, was there anything else I cared about on these boxes? I don't think so. I'm just keeping these in the event that I want to return any. So I have played with a couple of these. One of these. I played with the blush matte one on the eyes, the cheeks, and the lips yesterday, and I liked it. I felt like on the cheeks it was a little bit hard to blend out, but it wasn't awful. But I want to use some of these more exciting colors today. I don't know what to do though. There's so many to choose from. I think I don't know what it is, but these like 3 colors are calling to me. So I think I'm gonna use these 3. I'm gonna leave the rest out just in case I change my mind. I did basically buy the rainbow, so I could do a rainbow look if I wanted to. I did prime my eyelids still yesterday when I used these. I don't know if you need to. They're a liquid shadow, so I don't know if you need to, but I did, and I liked the results, so I'm gonna do it again. You know what's annoying? You run out of every single product that you like actually need to use on a daily basis, always at the same time. And it's like, I have to buy, although I will say that I'm actually not running out of this. This lasts a while because you don't have to use that much. I have watched both well, I've watched like half of Heather Austin's video. I was watching it while I was getting ready to start filming this, so I haven't seen her final thoughts yet. But I did watch Morgan Turner Makeup's video on this. I don't care to be one of those people that's like, oh, I can't watch any reviews until I review it, because part of it is they get PR. I don't think either of them got PR of this collection, but typically they get PR. And while I like reviewing stuff, I kind of want to also see reviews to know if it's worth my time of reviewing. Because I just kind of do this for fun. This isn't my job, but anyways. So yeah, so I watched like a video and a half, but I already knew I was buying this collection. I think I had already bought this collection by the time Morgan's video went up, because she went in the store and bought it. I'm lazy and I bought it online and waited for it to ship to me. Okay, so how do I want to play this? Part of me is like, do we get crazy and do some mixing? Probably not. I feel like the easiest route to go is to go like yellow, green, blue, but I kind of don't want to go the easy route. I think I want to take the green and like blow it out into like a winged shape as like a single shadow, and then we'll add to it. So you can basically get a 3-in-1 look, right? Like you can keep it simple on just the green, and then you can see how we amp it up a bit, and then you can see how we take it to the next level. So let's see. So which of these brushes is going to be? This is the brush I used yesterday with the blush matte, and it actually worked pretty well. This is a Morphe M433. So this is the mint matte that I'm going in with, and I just put like the teeniest amount on the back of my hand yesterday, and then I dipped my brush into it, and then I just kind of patted it onto the lid and started blending it out. I'm being a little bit more careful today because when I did it yesterday, I kind of went in with too much at once. So that was kind of a journey, but this is such a pretty green. Now, I said earlier that I did have FOMO from skipping the Half Magic Beauty launch. I did buy the tools, but I skipped out on like the actual products because I was like, I'm not like a liquid shadow girl. I don't think I'm gonna really use those products. And then everybody was talking about how amazing they were, so then I bought them. So you'll see that in a haul video coming soon. I think I might have gotten too much again. Oh well. I'm sure there are better brushes to make these work, but I found that when I used this brush yesterday, it was actually a really good shape for both like packing on the pigment and blending it. So, you know, I'm not mad at it. I hope I'm like actually in frame because I'm just using the mirror that's like standing in front of me. I actually don't have to lean so far forward. I could just pull this forward. I mean, I found that these went on nicely. I think they blended out pretty nicely yesterday, and I'll show you what I did is I kind of got it down and into the shape I wanted, and then I brought in another brush to sort of soften the edges a little bit. I used this is just a Milk Cosmetics fluffy brush. I don't think it actually has a name printed on it. Maybe it does. Oh yeah, Round Transition 85. Yeah, so I just kind of used that with no product on it to sort of soften the edges, although I will say that it worked a little bit better yesterday, but you can see I got some product off, so it did soften. So anyways, you could literally just leave this here. You do get some of it on the back of your hand. So you could just leave this here. Also, you can buy like these little palette things. Mine's dirty because I used it for liner the other day, and you can put products in here so that you don't get your hands dirty. Like that's always an option. I actually should probably just do that. Let's see. So what I'm thinking, actually, I don't want to use that. Okay, so what I'm thinking might be fun next is to go in with the yellow, which is called Citrine Matte. And again, just like the tiniest amount, because it does dry fast, so I don't want to waste product like seeping into the back of my hand. I'm going to use this Milk Cosmetics Lapis Fino brush, and just like that, and then put that on the inner corner, sort of blend it up into the green. Like, I feel like this is a look that you could definitely accomplish with matte eyeshadows, but I think it'd take you a lot longer to get like the buildup of the pigment to the level that we have here. It's just my 2 cents. Again, you could just leave it right here with the green and the yellow, but we're just gonna take it one step further. And I think I'm gonna use this brush. This is a It Cosmetics. What brush are you? It's like the It brushes at Ulta. I feel like this is the Ultrafine Liner brush. Whew, that was hard to read. And I am gonna take this blue shade. This is one of the shades that is deemed not to be used on the eye. I will say I noticed these shades are a little bit, okay, the blue shade is not meant for eye use, and it's like, I mean, you can obviously use it on your lips or on your face if you really want to, but like, come on, like I get it more with like the red and the orange could definitely more easily translate to like lip and cheek color, so I could be like, I could see why you would launch that. Same with the purple, but blue is not meant for eye use. Ugh, I was so irritated when I saw that. But anyways, we're gonna take our chances on this. I really like this color combo. I feel like these undertones complement each other well. I mean, green, blue, and yellow kind of always go together, but I just think these are a really pretty combination of green and blue. If I can make this match, it'll be a miracle. Already not matching. Okay, whatever. Let's see if we can salvage this eye. It's not drying too much or too quickly on my hand or on the brush. Doubt I've been in frame at all this entire time. I was gonna say this could be fun to use as a lip color though. I don't think this brush was the move. Let me try and clean this up and be right back. So I've cleaned it up, done my brows for the most part, and put my foundation and concealer on. I will say, and this is just kind of giving you my thoughts as I go, these dry down quick and like pretty quick, so you do have to be precise. So if you're not precise, they're a little hard to clean up, but I mean, for the most part, I actually really like how this look has turned out so far. I'm happy with the result that we're at right now. So the next product I want to use is the bronzer, which this is the House Tech powered with fermented arnica and squalene, talc free. It's called the Power Sculpt Velvet Bronzer, 24-month open container. I used this yesterday and I really liked it, so there we go. I'm just gonna use it for a second time today. Make sure it's absolutely stunning. The packaging is beautiful. It does come with a mirror, and I will say, just as a warning for the face products, I am testing a new foundation. You're gonna see it in a haul video that I'm gonna do, but it is the Danessa Myricks Yummy Skin Blurring Balm Powder. So yeah, so I mean, that's just, if it looks weird or whatever, like I'm gonna try this with and without that foundation. I did use it over the foundation yesterday and thought it looked really nice and everything wore well. So I think what I'm gonna do is, obviously I have this video, I'm gonna do the haul video of all the other stuff that I've purchased recently and we'll be trying out, and then maybe I'll come back in like a month or so and just kind of share my thoughts once I've had a chance to try everything. But yeah, I mean, this is shade 3. I think it looks really nice on my skin tone, and I don't know if the foundation is helping it or if this bronzer is just really nice, but it like absolutely just blends into the skin. So the reason I was talking about the face products is because I did use this blush matte high power pigment paint yesterday, and I felt like it was somewhat difficult to use just because it dried down so quickly. But we're gonna do it again because I want to try and make this like as full face as much as possible. I didn't buy the brow products because honestly I love my Benefit Cosmetics products. So, and again, just got like a tiny little dollop of this. I have the Sephora Pro Blush 99 brush, and I'm just gonna tap that in and start towards the back so that we have room to work. It's a very pretty color of blush. I just felt like it's kind of hard to blend out, harder to blend out than like a balmy blush. I mean, it looks pretty, so that's not really the issue. I think these could be fun if you were doing like if I started planning some Halloween looks now, maybe I could see these being like really beneficial, especially if you're doing like an alien look and you wanted to like use that green blue to create like a blush bronzer situation. Okay, this looks much better than it did yesterday, so that's good. I'm gonna have to blend that out a little bit over here. Got a little bit crazy bringing that in a little bit too far, but anyways, okay. The highlight. This was one of my favorite products that I tried yesterday, because like I said, I used a lot of these yesterday. I'm trying to get this blush off the back of my hand. Hold on one second. This is the Bio Radiant Gel Powder Highlighter, and then this has an 18-month open container. Same thing with the fermented arnica and silver. Oh, this is silver vine extract, whereas that one had squalene. Anyways, I thought this was really pretty. It has like a chemical-y smell to it. I didn't notice it on my face, but when I open the packaging, I can definitely smell it. So just do with that. But again, this packaging is really pretty. I like that it's like, they coordinate but are different. So you're like, this is obviously my bronzer, this is obviously my highlighter. I want them to come out with blushes in this packaging because I think that would be really pretty. Their face products so far are my favorite. I mean, I know they probably won't do blushes because I think their pigment paints are like meant to act as the blush, but I just think that could be fun to have like actual, maybe even like cream blushes. I don't know. I like more of like a balmy blush than like a liquid blush in general. So yes, that is beautiful. I like to just take my, oh my god, I like to just take my sponge and kind of press in any highlighter because I don't want it to look like it's sitting on top of my skin. I want to look like it's literally, I'm glowing from within my skin. Okay, so that's it for the most part. Okay, so then next up are these liners. I actually used these two yesterday, the magenta shimmer and the beige matte. I used the beige matte in my waterline, and you know what, I actually think I'm going to do that again today because it actually did a good job of like matching my skin tone and just kind of looking like a good neutral for the waterline. So I was a big fan. So yeah, I like it, just opens up the eye a little bit and without looking too like creepy doll like, I feel like. So I like these in the waterline. It lasted pretty well. This does have a 9-month open container, which I feel like is not that long for liners, but maybe I haven't checked mine before, not sure. The magenta shimmer one I used yesterday, this wasn't as like bam magenta shimmer as I was wanting, so that's just my takeaway on that, but still liked it. I want to try and find a way to use this chartreuse matte liner. This was like clearly one of the ones that was used on Lady Gaga for like promos, and so I want to find a way to use it. I will say these glide, oh, I got some foundation on this pigment paint, whoopsies. I will say these glide really nicely on the lid. I think I'm gonna try and just do it like here. They're very creamy, super smooth. I don't know that this is adding like a lot to this look, but I don't know that it's really taking anything away either. Look, now I gave you basically 4 looks. You could have stopped this look at any stage and had a nice look. Yeah, okay. This is just me trying to try this out. I liked that. Like, I used this as like an actual like liner in the magenta shimmer yesterday, and it was really creamy. I have somewhat textured lids, not super textured, but definitely a little bit textured, so I do pay attention to that with a liner. But yeah, okay, cool. I think that looks fun. I don't think I'm going to put anything on the lower lash line because I kind of like how this looks the way that it is. Oh, lips. Oh, I didn't even read anything on the boxes for Haus Tech powered with vitamin E and argan oil is for the plastic-free cellulose barrel, which you can tell that it's a plastic-free pencil, so that's cool. And then that was it for the eyeliner. Okay, so now getting to the Le Monster lip crayon. This is powered with mango seed oil and ceramides, and it's supposed to be a twist up, so there isn't really anything to sharpen. So just something to note. But I got the color Peach Matte. Oh, did I tell you guys what I was using? Chartreuse Matte in the liner. I really liked this when I used it yesterday. It is a little bit annoying that it doesn't come with a sharpener, because you think the sharpener is down here, but it's not. Like, I don't even think this is supposed to come off. Anyways, because this is like this point, it's gonna get thick and it's gonna be hard to create like a precise line. So maybe if they could put sharpeners at the bottom. So I used this with the pigment paint in blush matte yesterday. I tapped blush matte kind of over the top. Oh god, I squeezed way too much out. Okay. Just to kind of create like an ombre lip effect. And I thought this looked good. Just wasted a little bit of product, but whatever. It's definitely matte. And then the lip oil. So I've never used a lip oil before, but I liked this one. This is the, does it say anything about what it's powered by? Just as the PhD hybrid lip oil. So I got it in the shade Secondary. I thought it felt nice on the lips. Lasted pretty well. I didn't have it on for like a terribly long amount of time, so, and I'm probably not going to tonight either because I'm going to eat dinner soon. But yeah, that is basically the look. I'm going to add lashes, spray my setting spray, powder, and then come back and I'll give my overall thoughts. This is the finished look, and I'm actually really happy with which lashes I picked out. I picked out the Makeup a Murder lashes number 5. I haven't worn these lashes in a minute. I actually haven't worn like super fluffy long lashes in a while, but I thought I went so heavy and dramatic with the eye look that they warranted a really fluffy lash. So that's what I did. But anyways, here is the finished look. I'm happy with it. So we're gonna go through the products I used, like through step by step. We'll break it down. So the high power pigment paints, I use them on my eyes, my cheeks, and my lips. So for the eyes, I think these are really good. I've tried the About Face, like when they first launched. I don't know if they've reformulated or anything. I have it only in the shade white, and it didn't do what I wanted it to do, but it wasn't like it was similar to these, I feel like, in that gives you pigment and blends out, but it anyways, that was the extent of it. I wanted it to be able to like cut my crease and do liner and stuff with it, and I didn't feel like it was pigmented enough for that. I feel like these are a bit more pigmented. Granted, the one I used from About Face is white, and you'll notice white was not one of the shades I bought from the Haus Labs one because I still have that About Face one. Anyways, long story short, I think these are good if what you want to do is like a graphic look similar to this. I don't know that they would be the easiest to like blend together. Like, I don't know that you could, like, I was able to get like some yellow blending into the green, but it's not like an eyeshadow blend. So it's not going to like have like a seamless like powder, like the powderiness of an eyeshadow blends into each other. So I think you're going to be frustrated if you're trying to blend these together on the eye. If you're trying to create like pigment and have it in one spot and have it either be color blocked, kind of like I did today, or just like a graphic eyeliner look, I think these are nice if you're not a newbie. They dry so quickly that I think if you're somebody that doesn't know totally what they're doing with makeup, you might be like it, like you just kind of have to be precise with what you're doing. They could be something fun for you to like, if you are a newbie though. I'm not saying don't buy them. You could practice with them and I'm sure you'd get it over time, but I just feel like don't go into it feeling like these are super user friendly. I did have an easier time with this on the cheeks today than I did yesterday. I'm really curious to try the red and orange, especially the orange on the cheeks. I think that might be really fun, but again, it dries so quickly that you've got to move fast. I think my favorite is actually having it on the lips. It's a matte, but it's a nice color and like it looks nice on the lips. So anyways, I am happy with these. They are on the expensive side. Do I have the prices in front of me? No, I think they were 20 some odd dollars. So for each individual one, pricey. If you're somebody who doesn't wear a ton of makeup, I really think you might like this blush matte one because you can use it on the eyes, cheeks, and lips, and it creates like such a nice like monochromatic look that I feel like if you're not somebody who's wearing a ton of makeup, like you can get like a really easy look that matches itself just using this. Although I will say use an eyeliner with this paint because it is pretty light, even on my skin tone. Okay, so those are the thoughts on that. And then bronzer, I like it. I think it's a really nice, I got the shade 3. I know that there's a lot of shades, but I felt like Sephora did a good job kind of describing them. So I was like online, so I was able to pick the one that I thought would work for me. And I think it's really nice. It's not too dark, it's not too light. You're able to kind of build it up. It blends into the skin nicely. I like it a lot. I really like this highlighter in Peach Quartz. It's just so pretty. I feel like it, especially with that the blush matte, it just kind of blends into the skin so nicely. And it just has such a natural look to it. I'm really happy with that. Next up are the eyeliners. Super creamy. I think they work really nice on the lid or in the waterline. I haven't really had a chance to do a wear test. I wore them last night for like, I don't know, like 5-ish hours, which isn't that long. So I'm gonna keep using these, and then like I said, I'm gonna do a video in like a month or so coming back and giving all my thoughts on these and some other products I've picked up recently, but I like them. I didn't feel like there was a ton of tugging. They moved easily across the lid. The lip oil, I'm happy with. It feels comfortable on the lips. It's not sticky. It's like, yeah, I like it. I think it works nice. So, oh, almost skipped the lip crayon. I wish there was a way to sharpen this. This would make this perfect, but I mean, I'm really happy with this color. I think this is really creamy. It feels really nice on the lips. Again, haven't had I mean, I ate dinner like right after I put it on, so I haven't had a chance to test like actual longevity, but I think it's really nice. I think it's a nice color. It looks good with that blush matte high pigment paint, at least for me. So yeah, so anyways, overall thoughts on the Rebrand one. I never purchased anything from Lady Gaga's original launch, and I love Lady Gaga, but I never purchased anything from, I should say, Haus Labs original launch. It just didn't intrigue me, so I'm glad that she launched something new that did catch my attention. I think this is so much more her and fits her vibe. So I'm really happy about that. I really like the products. I don't know if it's because I haven't like tried the Half Magic ones, because everybody's raving about those, and the videos I've watched, people have said like they like the Half Magic ones better, but I haven't tried those yet. I liked these. I felt like they looked pretty on the lids. I've used 2 where I fluffed them out, and then obviously I will say the darker shade like this blue, I don't know that would blend out as like a 1 shade very easily, but it's also not intended for eye use technically, so you know, do with that information what you will. But I think the green and the yellow I think would look fine blended out. We'll see about those the orange and red. We'll see what I do with those. I'd be curious. But anyways, overall I like the collection. That's where I'm trying to go with my thoughts. I like the collection. It is pricey. It is like a luxury brand, but it's really cool how much they've utilized like recycled materials and tried to not use plastic as much as possible with the like boxes that they come in. You can feel it. It's like this what does it say? I don't know if it says anything about the packaging, but I think it's like that, like you can the texture of it, you can tell it's like that recycled material, and then you know, same with the liners, they kind of have that on there too. So overall, good second-ish impression. Like I said, I'm going to keep using these. I've repeated myself like 20 times. You'll see a video in like a month where I get into these more, but let me know if you picked up anything from this collection, if you liked it, didn't like it. I'm curious. I love talking makeup in the comments with you all. And yeah, let me know what you think of this look. And I will see you guys next time. Bye.